If you missed any part of day 2 of the Horizon League softball tournament at the Youngstown State Softball Complex, you missed a doozy of a day. No problem, though. We'll get you caught up on everything that happened. I'm John Herrick, and we started off with our first game of the day of 4, which was the 5 seed, Robert Morris, against the top-seeded Youngstown State Penguins. And guess what? It was Robert Morris getting it done. Catalina Saxon with a 2-run homer in the first inning to set the tone. Youngstown State tried to come back, but Robert Morris just kept making defensive play after defensive play. This one was a key double play by the infield, which kept Youngstown State out of the scoring column just enough. And Robert Morris's pitching combo of Jane Garver and Madison DeVault got the job done. Robert Morris wins and advances on in the winner's bracket, putting Youngstown State on ice. Then in the next game of the day, Oakland against Cleveland State. This one went the distance, 12 innings. Both teams got on the board early, each team scoring 1 run in the first inning. That was the one for Cleveland State. This is the one for Oakland. So after 1 inning of play, we were tied up at 1. But from this point on, it was a pitcher's duel. Sydney Campbell, the 3-time Horizon League Pitcher of the Year, going up against Melissa Holzoffel for Cleveland State, and the two of them just kept wheeling and dealing, but finally it was Cleveland State getting over the hump in the 12th inning, scoring Jenna Dang and Becky Horoski with 2 RBI, and that gets it done for the Cleveland State Vikings as they move on in the winner's bracket. So the tough part for Oakland after that loss, they've got to turn around and play in the very next game against the Northern Kentucky Norse. And they did all they could early on. A home run by Jen Kriska got them the lead early, 3-1. But as Sydney Campbell did all she could after having pitched a hard-fought game the game before, the Northern Kentucky Norse just wore her down. They got 3 runs in the 3rd. Then they would eventually get 3 runs in the 6th. After scoring 1 in the 1st, just too much offense for the Norse as they were able to end the storied career of Sydney Campbell. And you feel for her. She helped lead this team to a Horizon League softball championship 2 years ago, but her season ends with that loss to Northern Kentucky as they did a heck of a job to advance to play Youngstown State. And could the Youngstown State Penguins, the number 1 seed, really lose twice in a day and have their Horizon League tournament end? Certainly not, right? Nope. Northern Kentucky, with the game scoreless in the 5th, they put on an offensive clinic. They score 6 runs. They get 2 RBI from Olivia Paston. They get 2 RBI from Sydney Barnes. They get a run scored from Jenna Rhodes. Contributions by everybody. They were hitting the softball in the right place. Youngstown State just did not have an answer. And at the very end, this was the final play, the strikeout that sealed the win for Lauren Hicks in Northern Kentucky. And Youngstown State, the top-seeded team, goes down on their home field. So here's the bracket. At 8 a.m. Saturday, Robert Morris plays Cleveland State, and then the loser of Game 8 plays Northern Kentucky in the game to follow approximately at 10:30 in the morning, and the championship game will take place on Sunday, and there is an if necessary game scheduled for approximately noon if it is needed. So that is your recap of day 2 of the Horizon League softball tournament. We will talk to you on Saturday. I'm John Herrick. What a great tournament it's been so far.